The terminology sounds like of that of war, you know, of mounting attacks and kind of, you know, the worst ever seen, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, it's the sheer volume of traffic that's being sent by rogue computers or networks, botnets as we call them, of captured computers at this site, which is really taking people aback. But another thing is really worrying people here, and it's about the essential architecture of the internet, the address system, and how that may have a vulnerability in it. Experts disagree. Some people are saying this highlights a vulnerability that if people were determined enough, they could exploit in a very serious way and could cause widespread damage. I've heard it compared to the worldwide motorway system. If you could manage to interfere with all of the on-ramps onto that, stop the traffic flowing properly, obviously that would have a very serious effect.
Is that, do you think that, theoretically, is that possible?
I mean, I don't believe that you could do it necessarily with all of the on-ramps. But let's face it, if you can do it with one or two, then you're going to have a significant impact, depending on who your target is. That's the problem.
So, are we in the foothills of this? In terms of, you know, could this get a lot worse?
Well, distributed denial of service attacks and other attacks are not new. I think what's happened, of course, is over the last couple of years, the idea of offensive activities on the internet, people being targeted, people's systems being undermined, has really hit the public perception, and that's why you get some of the dramatic language. But if you talk to technical people who've been in the industry, security for a long time, the type of attack is not new. I think the issue here is what potentially it could lead to because we're so dependent on the internet.
And Rory, we had that report the other week from the New York Times about the kind of this enormous sort of cyber war that was coming towards them, apparently from a building in China that they said was, you know, where the Chinese army were. This is not hacking, though, we're talking about, is it? This is just overwhelming you. It's the kind of a tsunami of email that just stops your inbox from working.
Yes, I've seen it described as, you know, spraying a crowd with machine gun fire just to try and kill one person. Huge amounts of traffic. And this is being done in an increasingly professionalised way. At both ends, really. You've got kids, disgruntled kids banding together to do it, and reports suggest that you've actually got governments becoming expert in it too.